Hello and welcome to another Tub Pilates video. My name is Sarah and today we're playing with balls. I have two Pilates balls here. This one is about 9 inches. I got it off Amazon. I deflate them a little bit to make them a little bit more challenging to use. This one's a 6-inch one, I believe. I prefer this size, so that's what we're going to use today, but just wanted to give you an example of the different ball sizes. They come in all kinds of sizes, even bigger than this. But today, I guess that's not really important, but if you're looking on Amazon, there's a 9-inch, there's a 6-inch for you. We're gonna use this one. So we'll scoot this one off to the side and we'll get started. But before we do that, I'm rambling that a ball can be used as a way to assist you throughout movements or make things more challenging. So in this beginner video, we'll do a little bit of both. I'll try to focus more on providing assistance with moves that might be more challenging when you're just starting. So grab your mat, grab a ball, and let's get started. To start, we're going to do a little bit of thoracic extension work. So working on our breath, opening up our chest. So we're gonna lay down, the ball is gonna come like right at our bra strap. If you don't have a bra, it's right in between your shoulder blades. So our hands are gonna be behind the head. Our feet are planted on the ground. We're just gonna take an inhale and let our chest open up nice and wide. And then exhale, the elbows come together and we close our ribs. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. So we're just warming up the spine here. Warming up the breath. Make sure you're still pulling everything nice and tight when you come in. But this isn't really an ab move as much as it is just working out the spine. Warming up with the breath. Let's do one more inhale. And even take the arms out if you want. And exhale, put all back up. Okay, our spine is nice and loose. Let's get into our fun class. We're gonna start with bridging to warm up the bottom half of our spine a little bit more. I'm gonna take the ball and pop it in between my thighs, right between my knees and my crotch. Okay, so our arms are down long beside us. Pull your heels back so your fingertips can just about touch them and then shift them a little bit away. Gonna take an inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis under and roll up into that nice strong bridge. Pull your abs in, pull your butt together. Inhale at the top and exhale, upper back, mid back, low back, untuck at the bottom. So by forcing your legs to hold this ball, we're working our inner thighs just a little bit more. Inhale at the top and exhale. Melt your spine back down to the mat, bone by bone, untucking at the bottom. Inhale and exhale, tuck and roll up. Let's pause at the top here. Now we're gonna squeeze against that ball. So little squeezes with our inner thighs for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. We're gonna go up and down with those hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale, roll it all the way back down. Let's do one more like this. Inhale. And exhale, tuck and roll up. And let's roll it back down on that exhale. Good. Okay. Now we're going to change where the ball goes. So that was a nice way to bridge with the ball. This is not a nice way to bridge with the ball. But we're going to do it. So we're going to take our toes to the mat. Our heels are going to be connected to that ball. So you're going to feel your hamstrings immediately when we do this. Well, you should. Ready? Inhale. And exhale, tuck under and roll up into your bridge. Yeah, immediately. Everything is mat, which is great. Inhale at the top. And exhale, roll it back down. Keep your toes on the mat. Keep your heels against that ball. Untuck. Inhale. And exhale, all the way up. Pause here. Let's get little lifts up and down with those hips. Actually, glue those inner thighs together. Let's really feel this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale, roll it back down. We're going to do one more bridge. Keep those thighs glued together. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Roll it up and pause. Inhale and exhale. roll it all the way back down. So yeah, that wasn't as nice, but still a lot of fun. Okay, we're gonna take that ball and now we're gonna move it in between our ankles or just above our ankles. Our legs are gonna come into tabletop, arms are gonna come out like a T. We're gonna move into our supine spine twist. It's a mouthful. All right, inhale, take your legs over to one side. Keep your shoulder blades glued down. Exhale, pull back to center. Inhale. Back to center on the exhale. This time come over and pause. Now we'll make this move a little bit harder. Extend your legs, pulse on that ball for 3, bend the knees, pull back to center. Inhale, over to the other side, pulse on that ball, 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, exhale, center. Let's do one more each side. Twist, extend, pulse, 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 bend, and exhale, center. Last one, inhale, extend, pulse, 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 bend, and exhale, center. Excellent work. Okay, take the ball and lower our feet down. Okay, we're gonna move into our hundreds, but for this, we're gonna assist ourselves to start. So the ball is gonna come right at our bra strap here. So this is kind of helping us stay in that lifted position, forcing our ribs closer to our hips, engaging the core. So, you know, you don't have to work so much to keep everything lifted. The ball will help you while you're still getting good at Pilates and still working out that core. Okay, so we'll start with our hands up, legs are in tabletop, or you can even start, let's start down here. If this is the beginner class, let's start baby steps with hundreds. So arms up, inhale. Exhale, lift forward, hands come down, and we pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 2 more rounds like this. And exhale. Keep pulling everything in, even though that ball is there supporting you. Inhale, this is our last round. And exhale. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna reset. We're gonna keep the ball here. We're gonna take our legs into tabletop. Glue the inner thighs together. You should feel your lower abs working now. Arms are up, inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down and start pumping those arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Even though you have that assistance, keep pulling that belly button down. One more round, inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Okay, so here we use the ball as an assistance tool. Now we're gonna switch it and we're gonna use it as a way to make this move a little bit more challenging. So if you felt like that was too easy for you, let's make it harder. If you were like, that was plenty, stay there and you'll work up to this. Okay, the legs come into tabletop, arms come into the ceiling. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, we lift up for our 100. Start pumping those arms. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. If this still feels too easy, squeeze that ball with your legs. And if that still feels too easy, take the legs out and keep pumping those arms. Inhale. And exhale. Check in on that belly button. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Can you lift a little bit higher? And then bend the knees, grab the ball, lower the feet. Okay, good job. I bet you did great. We're gonna move on to a little bit of ab work, more ab work with the ball. Okay, so to start, we'll come back here again. We're gonna use the ball as an assister, and then we'll switch to making everything harder. Okay, so we'll start with our single leg stretch. So both legs come in, extend one leg out, and then switch. So we're switching side to side, pulling that belly button down so hard to our spine. The ball is there, helping us stay lifted and allowing us to do the move without worrying about how heavy our head is, the pain in our neck. We're just working on our abs now, and it's great. 3, 2, 1. Pull both legs in and pause. Hands come behind the head now. We're gonna move into our crisscross. Extend one leg, twist to the opposite knee, and switch. Switch, switch, and switch. Make sure you're still breathing. Even with this ball assisting me to stay lifted, this is quite challenging. 3, and 2, And last one. Good. Okay, lower the feet, pop up, grab the ball with your hands. Okay, so this time we have no assistance on our back. Our legs are in tabletop, pulled into our chest. We're up in forward flexion. Extend one leg out and we tap that shin and tap. So same move, single leg stretch still, but this time we're not using our hands to support us at all. We're just tapping and tapping. Oh, I guess I should say we're not using the ball to support us. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Pull everything in, lower down. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but with crisscross. So we're up into forward flexion, legs are in tabletop. Extend one leg, and then we're gonna chop over to the opposite side and chop. So now we're doing a big twist here. Significantly harder. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, pull it all in, lower it all down. And let's come up to a seated position. Moving on. Okay, now we're gonna take the ball. We're gonna pop it right in between those thighs again. We're gonna come to a hand and knee position, 4-point kneeling, quadruped, bird dog, whatever you wanna call it. We have a nice neutral spine, hips are stacked, wrists are right underneath of our shoulders. Okay, we're gonna tuck the toes and lift the knees. We're just gonna hover here. We're doing a little quadruped plank. Squeeze the ball and rest. So pulse on the ball and let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. So now the ball's not really assisting us, but we have something to squeeze, which is great. Okay, come back up for another round. So we're lifted up, our knees are just hovering off the mat. We're gonna sweep side to side for 8, 7, squeeze on that ball. You can work the inner thighs as well as your abs and the rest of your body. 3, maybe 2, 1, 0, back to center, lower down. Stretch back if you like. Okay, take that ball, I'm gonna turn this way. Take the ball, we're gonna stick it right behind that knee. And we're gonna hold it there for this next little moment of exercising. We're gonna stay in that quadruped position. Make sure your hips are squared and you're kind of just squeezing that ball back there. So we're gonna move into our donkey kicks. So we come up and down. Pull your abs in. Try to make sure you're not shifting side to side. You're staying nice and square. 4, 3, flex your foot. Abs are pulled up. Last one, lift and hold. Try to keep your knee lifted here as we squeeze that ball. A little hamstring curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Lower the leg down. You can take a rest if you need to, reset. We're gonna do what's called fire hydrant. So we're gonna take that knee out to the side and back under. Out and in. Try to make sure, again, you're not leaning over. Try to overcompensate for that movement. Keep everything nice and square. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one more variation here. This time we're gonna take that leg and cross it behind the other and back to center. So there's lots of movement here, but do your best to keep those abs locked in. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Back to center. Pop that ball out. I'm gonna do a quick down dog because my legs are real tight now. Stretch out the backs of those legs real quick. And now we'll come back down for the other side. How fun. So now the ball is just a fun tool to help us get deeper into our legs. All right, so we're starting off with our donkey kicks. So kick straight up and down. Hips are square. We're squeezing that ball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold. Squeeze that ball, hamstring curls. Your supported foot here, it can be flat or tucked. It kind of depends on what feels best for your body. Oh, I let my knee sag. 2, 1. Okay, pull it back in. Fire hydrant out to the side. Pull everything in nice and tight. Try not to sway that back or shift too much with that hip. 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. And now we're going to come across and back to center. 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Pull it back in. Take the ball, put it out in front of you just for a moment. Rest. Stay. I'm going to stretch out the backs of my legs one more time. All right. From here, coming down all the way to our bellies. We're going to have our hands over the ball. So we're going to move into our little extension work, our swan. So our arms are straight, hands are over the ball. Our legs are engaged, toes are pointed. Everything is squeezing. Inhale, and on your exhale, roll the ball towards you, find your extension, and exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, exhale, we're up, inhale, and exhale down. Inhale, and exhale. I feel like I keep changing my breathing, but do whatever breath feels right. And maybe you're in one way, out the other. Maybe you inhale, pause, exhale, inhale. You know, whatever works for you. Just make sure you're utilizing that breath. Last one. And I'm going to exhale all the way down. Good. Okay. We're going to make our way onto our sides. For this one, we're going to stay lifted on the elbow. The ball is going to come right under your waist. It's here as a tactile cue. Your bottom leg is bent, your top leg is extended. When I mean tactile cue, I mean it's here so you don't sink. You'll feel if you start squishing the ball, so stay up nice and lifted. Try to keep that ball as inflated as possible. Hand can be a kickstand here. We're lifting and lowering for 5, 4, see, I'm squishing it. Stay lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, flex your foot. Kick it forward, point the toe, take it back. Flex forward, point, take it back. 3 more. Forward and back, pull the abs in. Don't squish your ball. I think that's 2. Who can count? Last one. Good. Okay, lower that leg down. Take the ball out. Now we know we need to stay lifted here the whole time. The ball is going to stretch out nice and long. Our leg is going to reach nice and long. We twist towards the ground, tap the floor, unrotate, foot to ball. So we're twisting and stretching. 4, and 3, and 2. Last 1. And now take it out. We're nice and stretched. We're kind of tilted forward, pulsing up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, pull it all the way in. The ball will just sit there. I'll hold it. And we're gonna mermaid up and over. Good. So nice. Laterally flexing, so nice. Okay, and let's just flop those knees over to the other side. Remember, we're starting on the elbow. The ball's right at our waist, or I guess our ribs. The back is lined up with the back of the mat, bottom leg bent, top leg long. Stay lifted as we lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here, flex your foot. Take it forward, point it back. 4, and 3. Pull everything up. 2, and last 1. Take it back, lower down, ball comes to the hand. All right, we lift, so everything's in alignment here. We come up, tap the floor, tap the foot. So the ball taps and taps. We gently twist towards the ground and come back up. 2 more. And last 1. We tap and then we come back nice and long. Lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come back down to your mat. We got a couple more fun things left to do. Okay, now we're gonna take the ball, pop it right behind the small of your back, right above your butt crack, basically. Your feet are gonna be on the floor planted, and your hands are gonna come out in front of you, palms face each other. Take an inhale. On your exhale, hinge back and pause. Okay, we're moving into what's called an earthquake. If I didn't say it, that's what we're moving into. Take the hands up until you feel your body start to shake. That's your earthquake. That's your body trying to find the stability. Your abs are really engaged here. I don't know if you can see me shaking, but it's a lot. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it up. Okay, this is our moment of rest. We're going right back into this. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Find your earthquake. This time the hands are gonna come up. Find your little quake. I found mine. We're gonna pulse up and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Why did I start so high? 3, 2, and 1. Pull it up and stretch it out for a second. Okay, I'm gonna move on from here to a favorite. We've done this in other classes before, but without the ball. If this is your first time with our Tub Pilates classes, then enjoy this one because this is great. This one's called Frog. You're gonna take the ball and stick it in between your ankles. Your feet are gonna be in that little Pilates V. Your heels probably won't touch, and that's okay. So I'm gonna start lying down. Bend the knees in together and apart. So take the knees in and out. We're working the inner thighs here. With the ball in between our ankles, you should feel this immediately. To make it more challenging, you come up into that forward flexion. Let's go another 5, 4, pull your belly button down, 3, 2, and last one. Grab the ball, feet come down to the mat. Lift the hips. The ball's gonna come right there, again, right above your butt crack. Okay. Take the legs into tabletop, find your balance. This one's a lot of fun. We're going to bicycle. So the legs come up to the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna start here. We're gonna take our legs into a split and then bicycle forward. So pause, take a picture, and then bicycle, take a picture. So very dramatic, excessive bicycles. A lot of people like to do this. That's not pretty. Let's make it fancy. 2 more. And last one. Pause. Let's try to reverse. Why can't I reverse? That's forward. Reverse. There we go. Now it's a very dumb bike, but we're on it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs come up to the ceiling. I'm gonna grab my feet, give myself a little stretch, and then both feet come to the mat. Lift those hips and melt back down to the mat. Feels so nice now to be on stable ground after being on something so rolly. Okay, from here, I'm gonna do a little figure 4 stretch. So 1 foot across the other thigh and stretch. The ball I'm not using anymore. It's just there now. Inhale and exhale. And now let's twist over and look at the opposite direction that your knee is pointing. Come back to center and other side. And twist, look over at you. I hope you had a great class. And come back to center. And we'll sit all the way up. That was our Tub Pilates beginner class with the ball. It wasn't crazy long, so if you wanted to make this a longer version of class, grab one of those standing warm-ups we have, or do it a couple times and get your full ab workout in. I hope you had a good time. If you have any questions, let us know. Again, my name is Sarah, and thank you for joining me on this video.